Two great traditions. Christianity and Stoicism, in their original forms, are both countercultural ways of life. Jesus, though steeped in ancient Jewish tradition, was a path-breaking social prophet who rebelled against the strict protocols of Judaism and what he saw as the hypocrisy of Jewish leaders. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, created a philosophical school that rejected mainstream Greek social expectations, which were overly focused on material wealth and social position. Both of these founders inherited established and revered traditions. Jesus, that of Judaism, Zeno, that of Greek philosophy and the Socratic paradigm, and created their own anti-establishment versions that prioritized authenticity over exterior appearances. They rejected superficial social conventions that did not actually help people. Instead, they insisted that true abundance lay in cultivating a disposition of goodwill toward others, a willingness to make personal sacrifices, and the effort to establish a new sort of society based on virtue or righteousness. Of course, there are differences in the contexts and cultures in which these two traditions were founded. Jesus' mission was primarily to the poor and uneducated in the countryside. We are told often throughout the Gospels that the people loved him, and this is what prevented the authorities from arresting him sooner. Not only did he have to contend with the disgruntled leaders of his own community, but he had to deal with the local Roman authorities, who eventually executed him. Religious historian Elaine Pagels suggests that they did so not at the request of the Jewish council, Sanhedrin, as reported in the Gospels, but because the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, perceived him as a legitimate threat to the social order. Jesus was so revolutionary that all the powers that be felt threatened by him. Meanwhile, Stoicism was born under very different circumstances. When it was founded in Athens in 300 BC, around 300 years before the birth of Christ, Greece was still the leading cultural and intellectual center of the Mediterranean region. Philosophy was a revered tradition in the Greek world, although it enjoyed what we might call a love-hate relationship with Greek society more broadly. Philosophers routinely criticized Greek society, and, in turn, Greek society routinely criticized philosophers. Poets, playwrights, and statesmen both respected and were annoyed by philosophy, poking fun at the quirks of leading philosophers, but also celebrating their insights. At times, the annoyance turned deadly. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, was executed in 399 BC for daring to question and provoke the leading citizens of Athens.